That's what I thought. All right, all right, all right. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Busta-Bust or Nahhh. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about the Aputure F7, which is actually one of my favorite lights that Aputure makes. It's a small, mini, compact, on-camera light, which I use for, honestly, like 90% of my shoots that don't require a big softbox light, like a big behemoth. The current key light that we're using for this video is the Aputure 120D, and we just did a review on that, so if you guys want to check that out, it will be linked down below and up here somewhere. But yeah, this is about the F7, the smaller little bro, the one who's just, you know, on the sideline chilling, but he slept on. This dude slept on. First things first, the build quality. It honestly feels a little plasticky, a little cheap. I'm not gonna lie. It feels like if I squeeze it hard enough, it might break. Build quality is definitely not the thing. I mean, it didn't break from that, but I can't guarantee it won't break from a higher fall. The front is a nice big plastic thing too. It definitely doesn't seem like it's impact resistant, you know? So I wouldn't really do any drop tests with this if I were you. You have a 1/4-inch mount here, and you have a D-tap power supply, and you can power this by USB-C also. So really cool. And on the other side, you just have a switch here to turn it on and a dial here that rotates, and you click it to go into bicolor mode. Speaking of bicolor mode, we're gonna jump into the functionality of it. The main thing I really love about the light is its output and its bicolor mode. Bicolor ranges from 9500K, 9500K to 3200K. Really versatile range if you want really blues, or if you want a decent tungsten to match your tungsten. It's bright as hell. That's the scientific terminology for it, bright as hell. For most of my shoots, this light pretty much does it for a nice fill or a nice hair light. If you're trying to just, you know, fill up some small little scene, and you know, this light will pretty much do it, like just real quick. This is at 0%. It goes up by 1% increments, and it's pretty damn bright. Yeah, pretty bright. In front of it, the light actually comes with these milk diffusion type of thingies. I used maybe one. I kind of lost the other one, but it kind of slides into this little thing right here, this little nook, and then you're pretty much all set. You get a smaller, softer light than before instead of a harsh light. I like it, but you know, it's nothing fancy. Jumping into the battery life. Battery life is pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. If you just have an MPF, what is it, 970? It's gonna run you pretty much about like what, 2.5 to 3 hours on average. I don't know. I'm on set, I'm shooting. I don't really keep track of how long the lights are working, but I can say I haven't really had to worry about changing this battery out often on set. Get a nice big battery on it so that way you can just put it on and kind of have it like a little mounting thing. You can kind of hold it from here instead of like holding it like this, you know. Some other things you guys might want to know, it has 97 CRI, which is very important color rendition index. For you guys that don't know, we used to have these really shitty lights called Limo Studio lights, and we turned it on and I looked like Shrek. I was like really green, even though my white balance was right and everything, and I was like, what? I got these nice professional looking lights, and I'm looking like a booger. We kind of realized that there is a thing called CRI, or the quality of the light that is being emitted. What it means is, this light has really good CRI, which means you won't look like Shrek, you will look like you. If you guys want to know more about the CRI and whatnot, I have a website link down below that I found, you know, very useful, and it kind of broke down into different colors and whatnot. Too technical for me. I don't care. I'm not a big technical guy. I want this light to work as good as I want. Man, I just want to turn it on and just, yeah, the whole time, you know? That's the Chad method right there. It comes with this nice little bag. I honestly... This bag might be useful since, you know, this is super plasticky. You might not want to get scratches on it, or, you know, if I drop this, it's not going to be that big of an issue. It comes with this cold shoe mount, rotating ball on top. I love it. This is a very sturdy thing. I've seen very shitty ones on Amazon, and I appreciate that they included this high quality one. Although I don't really use it that often. I just kind of handhold the light, or I have one of my assistants, Matt, handhold it, or I throw it on a C-stand. But it is very nice that this is here. It actually helped me out in my movie. I had to attach my light to a C-stand, and I had to convert it to this mount right here, and it just worked out, and I loved it. So awesome. And it comes with a couple other diffusions, but overall, bag, a solid bag. The bag's not too big where it's like kind of getting in your way, and it's not too useless where it's like, oh, what's it gonna do? It's gonna hold your cold shoe mount, it's gonna hold your light and protect it, and hold your diffusion. Awesome. I love it. And you got a little loop to, you know, attach to wherever, I guess. Nice little handle, very sturdy. Aputure makes really nice bags and lights, so I love it. I can't hop on their bandwagon enough, to be honest. If you guys want to sponsor me, you know where I am. Jumping into the experience portion of this review, so this is where I'm going to talk about my experience using it and what I've used it for and how I like it. I've used this as a key light for many of my shoots. It's powerful enough and bright enough, and you can kind of soften it up so that way, you know, it works as a nice key light. I love using this light as a filler light and a hard light too, so you can kind of use it as like a nice like hair light in the back, right? If you take this diffusion off, it'll be a nice, decent, hard shine to your head. I love it. And if you wanted to add a little bit of fill, you can kind of go into that 1%, 3%, 5% area to kind of fill up this area a little bit more. I love it. I love to bounce the light, right? So if I bounce this, I like hit a white wall or something and just kind of bounce it on. I've used this light to film an interior car scene for my movie, and it worked out very well. I was able to kind of bounce it off the ceiling and just kind of get a nice overall soft ambient lighting, which it was very awesome. And since I was able to match it to 32 Kelvin, I was able to match the outside tungsten lights, you know. So it was really cool and I loved it. I would definitely recommend this for small little portable car things. We use this as a good modeling light for food photography. My boy Matt and I were on a shoot for Uncle John's. Was it Uncle John's? Yeah, Uncle John's restaurant for breakfast and stuff. I was taking photos and I couldn't take a photo and hold the light at a weird angle, so Matt was taking it and just holding a light, and it just, you know, worked out. Very nice overall lighting and it just very soft and very good quality. That was what I enjoyed. Matt, did you enjoy the light while you used it for like the few minutes?
Yeah, it's so easy to use. I mean, you can get into like specific spaces if you wanted to highlight like an area or something. Like, I mean, it's very easy to maneuver.
Thank you, Matt. It's easy to use because you only have literally 2 buttons. You press this one in, it switches to color temperature, and if you press it again, then it switches to the output, so volume or output. Intensity. Thank you, Chad. And if you click it again, it changes your intensity. And the other switch is just your on-off switch. Super basic. Really can't mess it up. It's a very great light for run and gun uses. When I have to choose a light for run and gun, I'd pick this mainly because I can always grab a fresh NPF battery and get this light and it'll last me the whole shoot most likely, and because it has just very big output and just I love the intensity of the light. Another light that I would use is probably the Yunguno, which, you know, we just reviewed recently, and it's one of our most watched videos. It's one of our most watched videos. If you guys want to see the review on that amazing light, it's also RGB. I think it's one of my favorite lights for run and gun cinematic lighting that also includes RGBs. Check it out in the description down below or up top. Another small light that you guys might like. Do we have the M7 somewhere here? So the little brother of this light is actually the Aputure MX. And that one is a super small little aluminum light. It's a great little light for run and gun where if you don't want too much output, but you just want it to fit in small little areas, it's a perfect light. If you guys want to see a review for that, comment down below, and, you know, enough comments, I will.
Even if we get 1 comment, you're gonna do it.
I gotta make them think.
You said comments.
Yeah, Matt and you. For the price point, I'm really digging this light. It's easily become one of my favorites for the size, the price, the portability, and the power options. And I mean, there's really not many bad things about this light that you can kind of say besides the build quality. If I dropped it, I probably would lose a $100 right there. Other than that, it's a great light. I give this light actually a 9 out of 10 because it freaking kills on all the functionality of it except for the build quality. Maybe if they had an app for it, it'd be kind of cool, but honestly, I'm tired of apps. I just want the light to just turn on and work, and I'll just have someone else, you know, turn it up and turn it down. But I guess the app would be kind of cool for it. So Aputure, if you're listening, if you want to send me some new products, you know what I'm saying. There is a new light called the Aputure MC, which is RGB, and it's like a smaller light. It's really cool. I'm just kind of broke, and yeah. So if you guys, you know, click our link down below, buy stuff with our Amazon link, get us a little bit of shmoney, it might help us out a little bit. That way we can keep doing these reviews for you and tell you what to buy, what not to buy, and let you know what's Busta-Bust and well, what's not. Yeah, so that's the end of this video. Comment down below if you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below what you guys want to see next. Comment down below just because you want to comment down below. You know, why not? Leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because if you don't hit that notification bell, you won't get my notifications. And that's just sucks, man, because, yo, my notifications be slapping. Other than that, I really appreciate you guys. You know, I'm feeling real lovey today, so I appreciate y'all, man. Keep struggling, keep hustling. If you guys want to check out more of my vlogs, it's gonna be at my Yash Musabji channel, which will be linked down below. And if you guys want to pick one up these. If you guys want to pick up one of these, Amazon link will be down below. And for you guys that click it, I appreciate it. That's mad love. That's Busta-Bust fam right there. Peace.